Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another Stormworks video here on the Bizza channel. Today we're going to be looking at this week's 5 great workshop creations. Just like the previous videos of this series, I'll be choosing 5 creations off the workshop that I think are pretty great. We'll then spawn each one of them in, give them a test and show them off a little bit. Some of these builds might be at the top of the workshop while others might be at the bottom of the workshop, but either way I've chosen them because they're either pretty interesting creations or they can be pretty useful for a career world. But anyway guys, as always, I hope you'll enjoy. Let's get started. Okie dokie, so for the first and the largest creation of the episode, we have the KB FREYJA fast crew boat made by Carnival. This thing is about 40 meters long, has a top speed of 31 knots, and costs about $380,000 to spawn in. As you can see, we've got plenty of tyres on the outside of this thing, so we shouldn't ding it up too much when we dock it, so that's always handy. Looks like we've got a dangerous goods cargo area, very nice, plenty of room on the back deck here. Looks like we can put some shipping containers down, actually, maybe, or do they just hold points? I'm not too sure. Either way, it's pretty cool. So we've got some ropes on the side as well. Very good. Heading up under the deck here, we've got our, diesel in and out, so we can fill up our tanks or drain them, whatever we like to do. And yeah, a few other bits and pieces. Let's have a look in here. Is this the medical room? Yes, it is. Let's turn on some lights. Heater lights. That's the one. So we got a couple beds, a little bit of medical equipment, some medical cupboards. Very good. I like it. I do believe that other door goes into the rest of the cabin, but we'll go in there afterwards. This door is locked. There's actually nothing in here. So there's a couple of locked doors which actually don't have anything in them, but the rest of the boat is completely detailed, which is pretty cool. Let's open up this door and have a look inside. Let's turn on some lights. Very good. So we've got a storage room, medical. Okay, so that's into that medical room. Very good. That goes up to the bridge. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Got like a little kitchen here. We've got a few cupboards and whatnot. Very good. A little bit of equipment over there. Nice. And a little bit of emergency equipment over there. Awesome. Okay, plenty of seating for our crews here. Good stuff. Let's turn on. Oh, no, they're already on. And a little bit more seating over here as well. What is this lower deck? Okay, we'll head down there in just a moment. Let's have a look out the front first. Sneak past here. Good stuff. So, what do we got out the front here? Some fire hose. Nice. What's on this side? Nothing. Just a couple of ropes. Good stuff. Let's head all the way up to here. So, we can go all the way up to the very front of the boat. That's pretty cool. I like that. So I think before we head all the way up, we might go down to the bottom first and we'll have a look up at the bridge. So we need to get through here. Let's open up that and head on down. Good stuff. All right, so we've got a few cabins down here. Where are the light switches for under here? Is that them here? Lights? That'll do it. Very good. So let's start up here. We've got the mess room, like a kitchen, little eating area. Very good. And a washroom. Showers, cool beans. They are also locked. Looks like a couple of washing machines or a dryer or something. It's pretty cool. I like it. They don't do anything. That's fine. Just for detail. Good stuff. Alrighty. So let's turn on some lights down here also. Nice detailed little kitchen. Nice. The hot plates all turned on. I like that. Good stuff. Got another washroom over here. A bathroom. Cool. A couple of toilets and red rum. Okay. Nice. Good stuff. Another cabin down here. So I wonder if they're all similar. So we've got a bunk bed and a few bits and pieces. What's in this? Oh, captain's cabin. This should be the nice one. Okay, he's got a nice bed there. Is that a light or something? I don't really know. A locker, a bit of equipment. Very nice. And some books. What is in here? Oh, so he's got his own little bathroom with a window. Very nice. Cool. I like it. And let's keep on going. What else have we got? Equipment, cabin, engineering. Okay. Oh, so that's into the engine room. We'll have a look in here while we're here then. Turn some lights on. What is this? Logic. Okay, bit of a mess in there. That's fine. Let's have a look in the engine room. What do we got to play with in here? So do we turn them on down here? It looks like we do. I do believe you can turn them on from up the top as well, so we might just leave them for now. Looks like we've got 3 main engines. One there, and one in the middle. Okay, welders. Okay, in case we need to do some repairs. Very good. Got some big old drive shafts. Okay, this is cool. It's very well detailed, isn't it? That must be in case we start flooding, I suppose. All right, awesome. So let's get out of here. We'll shut the door. And do we have anything else we need to look at in here? We've got another cabin. Okay, so it looks like it's the same as the other side. And some equipment. Very good. Awesome. Everything you could ever need. So let's go back up. And up the steep stairs. Very good. We'll shut that door. And let's head up to the bridge now. So let's open up the door and head on up. Okie dokie. A little bit going on up here. And we actually have a crane on the back. Let's go look at this real quick. So out here we have another little boat, like a little dinghy we can deploy if we want to, which we will do at some point. And we've got a little fire cannon as well. Awesome. Alrighty, so let's get this thing moving, I suppose. Crane operator seat. Okay, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Let's get this thing going. Passenger seat, driver seat. I assume that's what we need. Systems on, please. Alrighty, now generator on first, I believe. We've got reverse, waypoints, autopilot, our throttle, few bits and bobs, some anchors to play with. Alright, let's get some lights on. I don't know which ones we want on. We'll turn the heater on as well. Why not? So I can hear the generator going. Let's try the horn. Awesome. Look at this thing. That looks so cool. Very good looking ship. Alrighty, so let's get this thing going now. Engine 1, engine 2, engine... Oh, did it the wrong way. That's fine. And we'll let them start up. Should only take a second. There we go. Awesome. So let's go full throttle. Let's get this thing moving. There we are. Look at that. So it looks like we got, 3 propellers under there, which we can just see. Awesome. We are on the move. Nice. Alrighty. So what have we got to play with in here? We've got the waypoints. Let's set waypoint over this way. And we'll put it in our keyboard. Boom, boom. And what do we got? Autopilot. Waypoint heading. Is that starting to turn us? Yes, it is. Okay. Awesome. Nice. Got some lights over here. Reset port lights. Oh, so that's those spotlights on the top. So one's on there and we can turn the other one on there. Okay, nice. I like it. Good stuff. All right, so we'll let that go where it's going to go. Let's go and play with this crane. Alrighty, so I suppose the idea is to deploy the boats. Let's give it a go. Radio channel. Oh, so we can use the remote as well. So let's not release it just yet. Let's power it all on first. Good stuff. We've got to make sure we don't crash as well. I do believe we can control the boat from this seat too, which is cool. So let's bring this around. Just like that, and we'll come down as well. And they should connect together. Up a bit, and left. There we go. Awesome. So let's come all the way up just like that. I might actually stop the boat before we do that, though. That's probably not a bad idea. Let's jump in here. We'll turn this off, and we're going to just stop right here for a moment. And then we'll deploy the boat, and then we're going to go and do a wave test, I think. We'll just stop here. Thank you very much, Lee. Let's get back over to our crane seat. Jump in here, and let's release the boat. Okay, there we are. Nice. Come up. And winch in is 2. Alright, let's come around. Good stuff. Let's have a look on the outside. Alrighty, cool. I like it. And winch out is 3. So we'll get ready to do that in a moment. Let's do it now. There it goes. Goodbye. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Let's come back this way a little bit. Good stuff. Alright, come down. And it should be... Okay, it's in the water now. Good stuff. Alrighty, so... Do we release all that? Did that release it? I don't know. No, it didn't. So how do we... Do we have to go down there? Maybe we do need to go down there. Alright, let's go and do that. We'll quickly test out this little boat, and then we'll just leave it behind, I suppose. Why not? Should I just jump down there? Whee! Boop. Okay, here we are. Just get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Good stuff. So, how does this little thing work? Ignition. Okay, we're on. And... Oh, there we go. We're moving. Yay! Okay, look at that. Whee! Just a little baby boat. Awesome. Nice. Oh, so the whole engine at the back there turns. That's cool. I like it. Yeah, we've got our necessary equipment. Whoa! Okay. It is fast. We can also reverse if we want to. Yeah, okay, so reverse works. That's fine. Don't need to test that. All right, let's go back over to the big ship, and we're going to do a wave test. And here we are, just pulling up. I'm just going to ditch it here. Why not? Where do we get back on? Here we go. Ladders. That'll be it. How do we open up this gate? Oh, it opens automatically. Okay, that's handy. Good stuff. All right, cool. I like it. Alrighty, so let's get back in our boat. I might get rid of that waypoint icon as well. There we go. Okay, let's go back up here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's quickly test out that water cannon at the back here so we can control that with our arrow keys. Good stuff. And turn it on with number 4. Oh, look at that. Awesome. We go up, down, left, right. Very nice. And we can also control the ship from here as well. So if we go number 6, can we go forwards? Okay, so forwards is reverse when you're in this seat. Okay, if we hit 5, oh, there we go. Good stuff. All right, nice. And we can control it completely from here. All right, I might just turn that off, and we're going to head back up over here. All right, let's turn on some waves, I suppose. Wind, let's go 64%. Something like that. Very good. Let's go into the waves. We do have the crane hanging over the edge there, but that's fine. Oh, good. Whee! All right, nice. I can't see these waves being an issue for this thing. It's a little bit too big to be worried about that. All right, let's go a little bit more wind, actually. 100% wind. All right. Whee! Yeah, not a problem at all. I'm starting to fly, but it's definitely not going to sink. That's fine. All right, last thing we'll quickly test are the anchors. Let's jump back in, and we've got anchors here somewhere. Let's turn this off. Port anchor, starboard anchor. While we wait for them to go down, we'll just go and play with this crane a bit more. Let's put it back up here. Winch in. It should be coming up about now. There it is. Good stuff. All right, we should have put the boat back here, but anyway, that's fine. And we'll come back and we'll put this all back down like so. Awesome. Let's go and check on those anchors. Okay, so they've just hit the ground. Looks like they stop lowering when they've hit the ground. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty handy, actually. Nice. Anyway, we've got our fuel tank here, a few other bits and bobs. We've got a whole bunch of information over there, too. Very nice. We've got some... What is all this? Oh, so we can turn our lights on and tells us what's on. Okay, that's cool. Nice. And what have we got over on this side? We've got a bit of a map going on, which we can move around in, zoom out, do whatever we need to do. Very nice. But anyway, guys, that has been the KB FREYJA fast crew boat made by Carnival. Let's move on to the second creation of the video. And here we have the Airgull Puffin Flying Luxury Motorhome made by 454SS and Pacerman. This thing has a top speed of about 80 kilometers per hour, has a range of 400 kilometers, and costs about $52,000 to spawn in. As you can see, this thing looks absolutely awesome and almost looks cute. I really like it. So let's have a quick look on the outside. Looks like we've got some ladders to get up to. Okay, so we fly it up there. Very good. We've got a big old sliding door on the side. Nice. Okay, we'll shut that just for the moment. Wandering around the outside, where we got some lights on the back, spotlight, our tail rotors up there. Okay, so this is where we refuel it for the generator. Okay, cool. I don't know where you fill up the jet engine, but I'm sure it'll pop up somewhere. I don't actually know where it is. Oh, here it is right there. Fuel, jet, and battery, and there is our fuel level, 4,000 litres. Awesome. So let's go and jump inside. Let's open up this door again. Zoop. Awesome. Okay, so as you can see, it is very cramped in here right now, but if we turn around, we can actually pop out our kitchen. Let's actually turn the lights on first. Yeah, so very cramped, as you can see, but if we go like this, there we go. Look at that. Awesome. So now we can actually walk through the kitchen and use it if we want to. So we can turn on the burners, the oven, and the other burner. I do like that a lot. Turn them all off for now. We've got a nice sink. Got some stools here we can sit on, eat. We'll do whatever we like. Looks like we've got a little corner lounge over here with a television. Nice. And a little light shade up there. Awesome. So what do we got? What else we got here? Heater, fireplace. Oh, that's a fireplace. Cool. Nice. I like that. And what else we got? Exterior lights. Where are they? Oh, it's just that one up there, is it? And another one on the other side, I suppose. Nope, just the one on this side. Okay, that's fine. I suppose that makes sense, actually. Let's jump back inside. Let's go into the bedroom. Let's turn on some lights. Fireplace. Awesome. And we've got a little heater as well underneath it. Awesome. And what do we got here? Hunting and fishing gear. A couple fishing rods, a couple rifles, and a couple beds. Very nice. Nice little getaway vehicle. Good stuff. All right, let's shut this back up. Actually, let's leave it all the way out. Let's go and see how much it sticks out. Oh, no, it's just a couple of blocks, but it's enough to make a bit of room on the inside. Cool, I like that. Awesome. So let's go jump back up in here. We'll shut the... Actually, no, we won't shut the door just yet. Let's put this back in first. There we go. Good stuff. Let's turn off all the lights, fireplaces, and the exterior light. Good stuff. And we'll shut the door. And boop. There it goes. Awesome. So let's go up here. Now, I do want to open that door before we bump our head. Ow. Fair enough. Good stuff. All right, let's jump up in here. Co-pilot, pilot seat. Good. Shut that door. All right, look at all the things we've got to play with here. So how do we turn this on? Engine power, rotor clutch. Or should we... Yep, okay, it's coming on. Good stuff. What do we got up here? Cockpit, running lights, pilot displays. Okay, that's the one. Turn on all the screens. Good stuff. Front spotlight, gear landing lights, spotlights. Okay, whole bunch of bits and bobs. That's fine. How do you turn on the lights on the inside? I don't know how to turn on those lights, but anyway, that's fine. I might just turn on the exterior lights. That sort of lights up inside as well, just a little bit. All right, so let's get this thing up in the air. So we'll come up. Alrighty, very good. And we can turn, do whatever we like. We can go forwards. Good stuff. Okay, nice. Let's come around this way. Okay, look at that landing gear. That looks cool, actually. I like that. Big old things at the front there. All right, so let's come up here and see if we can land on top of the mountain. So we'll come up through here. Actually, we should test that autopilot system, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. So let's just park it here for a moment. I do believe we have like a position hold. Position hold. Okay, is that going to take us back to where I turned it on? Turn it on here. Okay, so that's just going to hold us dead still in the air. Awesome, look at that. Okay, so let's set a waypoint for like over here. Why not set a waypoint? We'll put it in the autopilot system. Boom, boom. All right, so how do we turn all this on? We'll turn off the position hold for now, I suppose. So add keyboard waypoints. All right, and how do we turn it on? Enable autopilot. Okay, boom. Oh, there we go. Okay, and it's doing this all by itself. Very good. Nice. What's our altitude? 111 meters? 110 meters? Okay, so got to hold us about there. Should do. Cool. All right, that's our speed there. Cool. All right, so that all seems to work pretty well. What if we turn that off? Yes, and that should be fine. We should be able to fly it ourselves now. Yes, we can. All right, let's turn around and go and put this thing back down on the ground. Oh, whee! All right, the controls are actually pretty nice to use on this. All right, let's just go and land on the mountain if we can. Otherwise, we'll have to go and land on the runway if there's nowhere flat. That's fine. All right, plenty of visibility from this thing as well, which is really good, actually. All right, we are getting a bit higher. We're at 87, 90 meters. All righty, so it doesn't look like, is there anywhere to land it there? No, I think we're just going to put it back down on the runway. It's a bit too risky to land on the edge there. All right, over the mountain we come. Let's calm down. Good stuff. Our brakes are still on. We never turn them off, so that's okay. Let's come down a little bit more, and touch down about now. And we are on the ground. Awesome. So, how do you turn this thing off like that? I suppose there's our brakes button. Good stuff. So, we have a door on both sides. It should have come in this side, but that's fine. We'll shut that one back up. Boop. Very nice. But anyway, guys, that has been the Airgull Puffin Flying Luxury Motorhome made by 454SS. And Pacer Man, let's move on to the third curation of the video. And here we have the Cessna 172 SP made by the number one. This thing has a top speed of about 125 knots with a cruise speed of about 80 to 90 knots and costs about $30,000 to spawn in. As you can see, this thing also looks really, really good. It's meant to be a somewhat realistic plane as well, so we'll see how we go with that. But pretty standard on the outside. We've got everything a little Cessna would have. A big old propeller at the front there, or big, small really. We've got a little cable anchor here, and what is that? An altimeter. A few other little bits and bobs. Got a wind sensor at the back, and other than that, there's not a lot going on. So I think we might just jump straight into it. So we jump in our seat, and the doors shut automatically, as you can see. Very good. Now I do believe this runway will be plenty enough to take off, hopefully. So let's get this thing going. Master. Okay, avionics. That's a good start. Are there any lights in here? I can't see much at all. Might have to use that torch for the moment. Got beacon, landy, switch panels. Okay. I don't know what that does, but that turned on a few lights. There we go. What's that do? Test. Okay, I don't think we need to worry about that. How do you turn this thing on exactly? Leading lights, beacon on. Why not? Mixture on. Strobe lights are on as well. I don't know how to actually turn this thing on. Let's put the flaps down to start with, though. Magnetos both start. That's the one. That'll do it. There we go. Alrighty, so the propeller is spinning. The engine is on. How do you throttle up? Oh, there we go. So we just use the up and down arrows. Alrighty, so let's get this thing going. How do we turn those brakes off? There we go. It should be off now. Alright, here we go, guys. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's go full throttle. Oh, jeez. That is super loud, isn't it? Pull back. Okay, we're up in the air. Didn't need much runway at all. I might pull back a little bit on the throttle because that is super loud. There we go. Look at this little beast, man. That's awesome. So we have some trim buttons we can play with in here too. Nose up. No, pull back a bit. How do you do it? Nose up. There we go. All right. I think I might give it just a little bit more throttle though. There we go. Whee! Okay, can we come up a little bit more? I might turn the flaps off as well. Up. There we go. Flaps are up. Oh no, we're going to start falling now, are we? I think we're fine. Oh no. Okay. Was that like the stall horn or something? I don't know what it's called exactly. We'll be fine. We'll be all good. Nose wheel. I might turn that down a bit more. Okay, now it wants to pull down. Oh geez, I do not know how to fly this thing. Let's go full throttle. And turn that volume down a little bit. That is super loud. There we go. Now we're on the move. Good stuff. Alright, let's see how this thing handles. Alrighty, nice. Not too bad. Now we can turn. We can do whatever we like. Oh, don't want to stall. Alright, let's try and come in for a landing. I think that's probably a wise idea before anything terrible happens. Let's come around this way. Now. Oh, okay. Keep setting off the stall alarm sound. Okay, we're fine. All good. Hopefully we just need to make it back to the runway. That's all. Whereabouts is it? Over there. Okay. Let's come around this way. Okay, it is actually flying pretty well. Oh, I'm just a terrible pilot. I'm all over the place. That's fine. We'll be alright. I should have took some passengers with us, but anyway. That's okay. Alright, let's start banking around this way. Here we go. Good stuff. Alright. Start coming down as well. We're getting pretty high up. Alright, we're not exactly lined up, but I think we'll be right to land, hopefully. Alright, now, as far as brakes go, number one, they are turned on. Let's throttle down a little bit. Alright, here we go. We're starting to slow down. Is that our speed or altitude? I think that's our altitude. That's our speed over there. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Just take it easy. A little bit less throttle again. All right, turn. Try and line up a little better than that. And cut the throttle. Here we go. Whee! And we are on the ground. Oh, you see that suspension bouncing on those back wheels? Awesome. We made it. I am a terrible pilot, but that was actually really fun. I really like to look at this thing. I have a soft spot for these little Cessnas. Let's jump out. Doors open automatically. Very good. Nice. What a nice little plane. What a beautiful little plane. But anyway, guys, that's been the Cessna 172 SP made by Number One. Let's move on to the fourth creation of the video. And here we have the Ford Transit van made by Gravediggy and Tigera. This thing has top speed of 140 kilometers per hour, has an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and costs about $10,000 to spawn in. And as you can see, there are two different variations. So this one here is a cargo variation, and this one over here is the passenger variation. So we've got some passengers over there, and we have some cargo over there. So we're going to give them both a quick test. So let's have a quick look at the outside, have a look at the difference between the two, and then we're going to take each for a drive. So, looking in the back of this one, we have plenty of room for cargo. As you expect from a cargo van, plenty of room back there, as well as the two front seats, which you can see in there. Oh, 3 front seats. There we go. 2 passenger and 1 driver. Very good. And in this one, let's come around this side. Open up the door here. And we actually have some back seats. We've got 6 seats in the back here. And if we open up the back of the van itself, we have a little bit of room for cargo as well. So they're both pretty good, actually. You could probably take cargo on both of them, but this one, obviously, a little bit more. Open up these back doors, plenty of room in the back here. So yeah, that's the difference between the two. So what I thought we could quickly do is chuck some cargo in the back of this one, and then go for a quick drive, and then come back and take some passengers. So as you can see, that's a pretty big crate, easily fit in the back. Probably fit a couple in there if we really wanted to. We'll shut both of those up. Awesome. We're not going to tie down our load because we don't do that. And we'll shut all these doors. Good stuff. Let's come around this way. Open up this one. Good. That is our little cable anchor there. Okay. Fair enough. And we'll shut the door. So as you can see at our top left-hand side of the screen, we have some information on the vehicle, which is handy. Oh, it looks like we can push buttons and open up the door from in here. Okay, that's cool. Look at that. Push number 1 to do that. Cool. I like it. We can put some lights on in the back of the van as well, which I don't know where that light's coming from, but it's lighting up. Oh, is that on the floor? Don't know. And we've got number 3 for a cabin light as well. Cool. Alrighty. So let's get this thing moving. We've got a key over here. Very good. And let's go forwards. I do think there is a handbrake on somewhere. Or do we need to change gear? Where is this handbrake? Hood, headlights. So just push the space bar, turns the handbrake off. Very good. All right, so we can go for a bit of a drive. We've got our cargo in the back there being flown around. That's fine. Very cool. Look at this little thing here, changing gears. What's our speed? We're doing 70 odd. Cool. All right, let's come around this way. Alrighty, nice. Apparently it gets to 140, which I'd believe it, but I might actually slow down because we don't want to smash into anything. All right, stop. Let's turn around here, and we'll go a little bit faster. See how we go. Plenty of room in here. Cool. We've got some passenger seats and everything. All right, temperature's at 28 degrees. That's okay. Let's not go off the edge, though. That's fine. We've also got blinkers, which you can see. We can turn them on. Left blinker there, and we've got right blinker on the other side, but I don't want to go off the edge. Stop. Let's come around this way. Yeah, so right blinker, just like that. Very cool. So you do that with the left and right arrow keys. Anyway, let's bring it back over here, and we'll have a look under the bonnet, and then we're going to swap vans and see how that one goes. Alrighty, we'll just pull up right here. That is fine. Very nice. Okay, so let's pop the bonnet, and we've got some headlights as well. Let's open that up. Good stuff. Alrighty. Alternator at the top. I can't see a lot going on in there, to be completely honest. It kind of looks like maybe like an engine cover over it, maybe. I don't know. Pretty cool, though. I like it. We've got some big mirrors on the side, too, that are not functional. They just look really good. Anyway, we'll shut that. Let's turn on our hazard lights. Have a look at the blinkers. Alrighty, there you go. All around. And even at the back. Oh, that's fancy. Look at that. That's awesome. Very nice. Anyway, we're going to leave that one alone for a moment, and we're going to jump in this one. So let's shut the door. Boom, boom. And we'll shut this one as well. Good stuff. Got this one open. So come with me, sir. We're all going to get in together. Going to go for a bit of a test drive. And you can sit there, and I might take one person in the front with me. So I'll chuck you there. Let's shut that door. Goodbye. Okay. And I'll put this guy in this seat. Come with me. Chuck you right there. Good. All right. Nice. And let's go get the other side and go for a bit of a drive. I can imagine they both drive exactly the same, but, you know, why not go for another drive? Turn the engine on, handbrake off, and let's go. Goodbye. Very good. So we could actually fit that crate in the back there too, so still plenty of room, even though it's a passenger van, but that's fine. Alrighty, good stuff. We've got some roof racks on this one as well. Got some spotlights on the top, number 5. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Okay, okay, just be careful. We've got some nice brake lights on here too. Oh, look how they come down like that on the back. That's cool. Reverse. Yes, good stuff. Got a little reverse light there as well. I like it. Okay, and stop. Let's go back into drive and head back down. Looks like we've got a little trailer connection at the back there too, so that's actually handy if you've got some luggage. So you could probably use this for like maybe taking people out to the airport, take them to planes and that, have a little luggage trailer on the back. Use it for whatever you like, I suppose. Anyway, let's head back down this way, and we're going to slam the park brake on in a moment. About now. There we go. Oh, there we go. And we just stalled it. That's fine. And we'll just park right here. Very good. Let's get out. I'm going to leave you all in here. Turn that thing off. Very good. Let's shut the door. Boop. And I do believe on the other side we can refuel it, can we? Or is it another cable anchor? Maybe they're just there to look like door latches, I can imagine. I'm not actually too sure. But anyway, guys, that has been the Ford Transit van made by Gravedigger and Tiger. Let's move on to the last creation of the video. And last but certainly not least, we have the little Puffin Mk II search and rescue made by Airgull. This thing has a top speed of about 390 kilometers per hour, costs 29,500 to spawn in, and somehow has an unlimited range. So I'm pretty keen to check this thing out. As you can see, it's like a mini helicopter and it's also a submarine. So it's a 2-in-1, which I thought was really, really cool. So probably not so good for submarine mode, but we do have little seats on the outside here, which is awesome. So we can do that for our search and rescue missions. Got plenty of equipment on the side here, some oxygen masks, firefighting and whatnot. We've got a little propellers, rudders, a big old fan at the back. So that's for boosting us in the sky, I suppose. Very nice. And some more seats on this side and a little bit more equipment over here. Very good. So we do have some volunteers to join us again today. We can also open up the door on each side. I'll quickly show you that. Very good. And there's room for the pilot inside. Very nice. So let's put a couple of people on each side. So you can come with me. We're going to go for a bit of a fly. Then we'll drop everyone off and we're actually going to dive into the ocean. Unless these guys want to come for a swim, we'll see how we go. Actually, you can follow. You can follow us. Come around this way. And we'll open up the seats on this side. Oh, they're already open. Over here. Boop, and grab you and I'll put you at the back. Very good. Alrighty, so let's jump in our little seats here, shut both of our doors so we're all nice and protected. As you can see, this thing is cool. We've got a big old map on the screen here. Alright, so how on earth do we get this thing going? So it looks like we can flood the water tanks here, landing lights, outside lights, stuck on the floor, and our door. Okay, so, number 1 for the rotors. So let's go number 1. There we go. It's already on. Okay, let's come up. Whee! So I don't know how they've done it, but somehow it's got unlimited range. So that's pretty fancy if you ask me. Let's turn on the fan. And it should propel us forward. Very good. Look at that. Whee! Hey, all right. Look how fast we're going. This is awesome. Are we doing 390 now? Whoa. Okay, turn that off. Oh, yes, we are. Jeez, man. That's crazy. All right, nice. Okay. So we can change the screen too, can we? So number 3. All right, don't know. Oh, so that's off. Okay, so that's handy. Then we're back to the map. Not sure what this is. This might be underneath us, and then that's nothing. Okay, that's cool. Nice. So we can actually fly it like a regular helicopter, so we can turn left, right, go forward, backward, roll left, roll right, so on and so forth, which is pretty cool. We've also got an autopilot, which we might test out as well. So if we set an autopilot to, let's say, the end of the runway, we go like that. Should be a keyboard or something in here. Yes, there is. Boom, boom. And we hit number 6. Okay, fans on. Yeah. Okay, and that's taking us straight over there. Very cool, man. Nice. Slowly turning this around. Very good. All right, I might turn that off about now. That's fine. All right, good stuff. Let's turn those fans off as well. And let's go and drop off these people. Then we're going to go into submarine mode. So, come around this way. All right, let's try not to bump into too much if we can help it. And we're going to come in for a landing. Whoop. And then we get to go into submarine mode. Should be pretty cool. Keep on coming down. Roots. Nice and careful. And there we go. We're on the ground. Bit of a hard landing, but that's fine. All right, let's open up the door. Let's turn off those rotors as well. Actually, number 1. All right, good stuff. Now, I don't know what happens if you fold them. Okay, fair enough. Get off, man. Yeah, come on. All right, let's fold them up. Get ready for going in the water. Oh, just do them both at the same time. Oh, my bad. Anyway, we'll put you over there. Put you over there. Fold them all up. Oh, so it does both sides at the same time. I didn't know that. Anyway, let's jump in here. See you later. Shut this one up. Let's go back to our rotors on. And let's go and jump in the water over here. We won't go anything too deep, so I don't want it to be too dark in the water for you guys. But yeah, we'll just drop in here, I suppose. So if we just come in for a landing, we definitely got both the doors shut. Yes, we do. All right. We're in the water. Rotors off. And sub mode number 4. Okay. Okay, we are moving in the water. Look at that. So we can go down, up, and down. Good stuff. And we can turn. Oh, let's not smash into the bottom. Okay, how do we come back up? Up. Yes, like that. Okay, there we go. Just need to learn how to control it. That's all. Alrighty, so we can turn around, do whatever we like. That's awesome. Nice. So how does this work underneath? So what does this do? Outside lights. Let's turn it off. Change the screen as well. There we go. That's better. Nice. So what are we doing? Going down to the bottom. Alright. Is that necessary? I suppose. Fill water tanks. Water tank. Is that already on? Is it? Oh, I don't know. I think it does it automatically, does it? Absolutely no idea. Hold if stuck on sea floor. Oh, so that pushes us up. Ah, okay. That's cool. Nice. Then we can just go back up as we please. Okay, nice. And there we go. Put the rotors back on. And we can take off like a helicopter again. How cool is that? That is awesome. What a little beast. What a little beast. Oh, we've got a water cannon as well. Space. Oh, so that's controlled by the way we're looking. Ah, okay, look at that. Fancy. I might turn that off, though. Don't need that for now. Anyway, let's come up over here, and we're going to come in for a landing. Might turn off that waypoint icon as well. There we go. That's better. Where are all our friends? Are they over there? Let's try and land right next to them if possible. Alrighty, here we go. And hello, they're waving to us. Hello. How are we all? Let's come in over here. We'll just park here. That's fine. A bit of a hard land again. That's a-okay. Alrighty, door. How do you turn this thing off? Number 1. Turn off those rotors. Very good. And let's crawl on out. Very cool. What an awesome little machine. That would be really, really good for a survival world. I really like it. But anyway, guys, that is going to do us for today. Feel free to let me know down below what your favorite creation was of the video. I think I like this on the vest. I think it would be super useful for career world, and I think it just looks really cool, and it's really practical, and it's got unlimited range somehow. But anyway, but in the meantime, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one.